Hello, it is Topical Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. Steve Sipress here. The Goldman Sachs 10,000 Voices Small Business Report just came out yesterday. Therefore, it is topical for Topical Tuesday, and the report was devastating, to say the least, for small business owners. Really dire numbers coming out of there. 97% of small business owners surveyed said the shutdowns or the government. See, now here's the deal. A lot of this stuff had to do with, they claim, as many people do, they blame COVID-19 or they blame the pandemic. But of course, anyone paying attention, small business owners, being much more intelligent and much sharper about the way the world works than your average human being, we know that it's not the pandemic, it's not the virus that caused anything, it's the response to the virus by the anti-science, draconian, over-controlling, overstepping bounds government fueled by media and so forth that for over 2 years now has just caused tremendous amount of fear, panic, concern, over-concern about people about this whole thing. And so people have been whipped into a frenzy, and the results are devastating. 97% of small business owners report that hiring is a major problem, is affecting their bottom line. 84% of small business owners report that inflation is affecting their bottom line, is hurting their business. And 76, I believe, is the number reported that the rising prices, rising costs of supplies are negatively impacting their bottom line. Those are huge, tremendous, dangerous numbers. Several reasons that small business owners say they are in deep trouble. The report also showed that small business owners know that suppliers are favoring big companies over small businesses. Big government always favors big business over small business. So that was never more clear than during the shutdown, where big business can stay open, small business, non-essential. So, of course, we need Home Depot. We don't need local hardware store. Of course, you're inessential, and so forth. And so, almost 3 years? I don't know, it's been years this thing's still going on, and no end in sight. The way the government is operating, the virus itself, there's been an end in sight ever since the beginning. There have always been treatments that worked, and there's always been, but of course the government stopped them and won't allow them. And I can get shut down off of Facebook just mentioning the word treatment here. Probably they hate that. Anything other than favoring big pharma, and I can get banned and booted and shadow banned and was suspended and all that kind of stuff, right? So all that nonsense has been going on to continue this thing with all kinds of ill effects. Still suffering from the great shutdown in March of, 2020? Yeah, so it's almost been 2 full years since then. Whatever. My brain is mush at the end of the day of talking to people all day long, and numbers and facts and figures and analytics and forecasts and all that kind of stuff, as I do all day long with small business owners to help them make more money. The big opportunity here, of course, is that if 97% of business owners are complaining that their bottom line is being affected by one thing or the other, that's a huge opportunity. Is the other 3% simply treading water and they're okay? Or are some of those 3% doing fantastic and having record-setting years? I can tell you that my clients and all kinds of people that I know are breaking records and just having fantastic years because we are putting strategies into place that are taking advantage. I'm sorry, but it's just fact. It is what it is. We're taking advantage of the trouble that other businesses are having. People are still buying stuff. So if some businesses, many, are shutting down, or if they're forced to shut down by the government, or they're closing on certain days or certain hours because they're having trouble hiring people, or they're having to raise prices because they can't figure out how to get things at a decent price, or they can't figure out how to price things properly to combat that. All these things mean huge opportunity for the business owners who are adept, who are nimble, who are able to make the right moves and make the right decisions, and hopefully that is you. And if you want help making sure that's you, As always, go to helpfromsteve.com, get on my calendar, and I'll help you to do it. And Will is here, and Will has some kind of a link there about something that probably will get me all shut down because it's got, I'm sure, something to do with something that Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and my blog and my podcast and wherever else I put this video. Whatever that is, thanks, Will. Probably going to hate it and shut me down or ban me or suspend me or whatever. And like, you know what? Keep it up, big government. Keep crushing small business owners and people all over the world. Good job. Well done. Probably no end in sight because they just love exerting control over us. And so does big tech, big pharma, big government, big business. They're loving crushing independent thinkers, independent actors, people who believe in personal responsibility, which means small business owners. So that's most of them. Do yourself a favor, make sure it isn't you. Get help from me, somebody else, or somehow become the Lone Ranger who can succeed. By the way, that's a myth. You know, the Lone Ranger wasn't even a Lone Ranger, even he had Tonto. So get some help, get some support from somebody, and make this a fantastic year while all around you, business owners and lots of other people are complaining. Don't be that guy. That'll do it for Topical Tuesday. Thank you, Will, for whatever that is. I will check it out and see how quickly I get banned from social media or wherever after this. And I'll be back here again with you, hopefully, maybe tomorrow on World Wide Web Wednesday. Catch you then. Bye-bye.